I Ain't Got No Rhythm by Tom Seast. Great rhythm. Phil Donaldson grew up in Hopedale, Illinois with me and lived just up Walnut Street from me. Phil was a drum player and had outstanding skills in rhythm. I don't know if Phil still plays the drums, but Phil always had rhythm. More rhythm. Brad Egley lived about 1 mile away in the country in Hopedale too, and he also had rhythm. Both he and Phil played together in the Hopedale grade school band and had fantastic rhythm. Conductor. We had 3 or 4 conductors for our grade school band at various times, but I don't remember their names. I could hear pretty well by the time I joined the band as a cornet player in 5th grade and also played baritone. I developed some sense of rhythm then, but never had the talent that Phil or Brad did when it came to music. Our band teachers, or conductors, did their best to keep us in rhythm. Hand waving. Band conductors, like politicians, do a bunch of hand waving. The hand wavers in both cases want you to pay attention to their hands. For band conductors, they wave their hands so that you know the meter and tempo for the rhythm, so that all the people playing instruments play at the same rate of speed. Politicians wave their hands to distract, like magicians, so that you pay attention to their hands and nothing else. The heart. The heart has a band conductor, or a signaler, that dictates the rate and rhythm that the heart beats. For the heart, it has a group of cells called the sinus node that act as the heart's built-in pacemaker. The sinus node is normally located on the upper wall of the right atrium, or right upper chamber of the heart, and it generates the electrical pulses, or signals, that make the heart contract, etc. Rate. The rate of the heartbeat, or speed, is determined normally by the needs of the body. The body has a dependency on oxygen and other things, and it signals its needs or demands, and in theory, the sinus node will adjust the rate or speed at which the heart expands and contracts or pumps blood in from the arteries and back out through the veins. The system is complex, but this basically describes, in general, the process. Rhythm. The rhythm or cadence of the heart rate is completely different matter. Normally, the 4 chambers of the heart pulse, contract, and expand in a specific order or cadence. But things happen, and the heart develops what are called rhythm abnormalities. Rate abnormalities. If a person's heart has problems with rate control, where it beats too fast or too slow, but it is in rhythm, that is called a rate abnormality or a rate control problem. There are drugs and other therapies to help people control their heart rates. The rate of the heart is normally controlled by the autonomic nervous system, ANS, which has 2 components called sympathetic nervous system, SNS, and parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. The hormones epinephrine and norepinephrine are controlled by these systems. Rate problems or challenges. If the heart rate is beating too fast, this is normally referred to as tachycardia. For an adult, this is generally thought of as a heart rate above 100 beats per minute while the body is at rest. If the heart rate is too slow, this is referred to as bradycardia. Anything below 60 beats per minute for an adult while at rest is generally considered too slow. But this can be different for various people depending on things like conditioning, etc. Rhythm problems or challenges. A heart rhythm problem is often called an irregular heartbeat or arrhythmia. There are several types of arrhythmias. A supraventricular arrhythmia originates in the upper chambers of the heart, or atria. Ventricular arrhythmias originate in the lower chambers of the heart, called ventricles. 3 types of supraventricular arrhythmias include atrial fibrillation, or AFib, ventricular tachycardia, SVT, and Wolff's Parkinson syndrome, WPW. Three common ventricular arrhythmias include ventricular tachycardia, VTAC, ventricular fibrillation, VFib, and premature ventricular contractions, PVCs. There are many variations of all the above. Temporary or permanent. Rate and rhythm control problems for the heart can come and go quickly or stay for long periods of time. Each incident or event can cause various levels for pain, fatigue, anxiety, and discomfort. Rate or rhythm control. When you go to the doctor with one of these problems, they will discuss various forms of rate or rhythm control medications or therapies. In some cases, they will choose to focus on rhythm or rate control. No rhythm. In my case, I got pneumonia in December of 2016. This caused my heart to go out of rhythm on January 3rd of 2017. I had rhythm and rate control challenges, and they were considered permanent as caused by scarring and inflammation of the heart tissue and the area around the heart due to the pneumonia. My diagnosis was atrial fibrillation with rapid ventricular response. Got it back. My heart problem seems to be gone. It took me 14 months to reverse the inflammation and damage as much as I could. But my heart rate problem comes back and causes my heart rate to surge from time to time. We are uncertain what is causing it, but we know that food sensitivity spiked the heart rate, and possibly a medication that I'm on now. Aware. So now you are aware of the general classifications of the types of problems that affect the heart. Hopefully this can help you to prepare for discussions with doctors in case the problems ever happen to you or the people you care for. Me. I've learned a lot about the heart and how it works from my experiences with the various forms of heart events. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm comfortable in discussions with doctors regarding the topic. If I can help you, let me know. Feel free to follow my ramblings at the links listed below.